All right, what's going on, guys? It's Story Times of Crimes here, Shane Dryer. So I'm gonna do something different today. I'm gonna do not a power ranking, but like I'm gonna do picks and predictions for the NFC and AFC divisional matchups because boy was that a wild. And that's why that's why they call it the wild card because it's fucking crazy. The Texans beat the Browns, almost a blowout, which is a 2 pick-sixes back to back. That was crazy. Kansas City beat Miami, which there's like a lot of arrogant Dolphins fans, but I saw that coming, bro. I saw that loss coming. I wasn't expecting it to be that bad, with Miami only scoring once, but that was a bad loss. But I would rather face Kansas City, honestly, than fucking Miami, to be honest. Because if Miami won, we would not hear the end of it. At least we've lost to Kansas City in the past, and I'll get to the picks in a minute here. And then we had the Steelers losing to the Bills, which I truthfully, when that game started, my heart was thumping because I honestly thought that the Steelers were going to beat the Bills. And I am a Bills fan. In fact, you know what? Let me set this cigarette down. I'm going to run inside while I keep talking and put my Bills hat on because I'm still going to be a Bills fan. Now, in the NFC, the Lions beating the Rams, I saw that coming, but I got to give props to the Rams for keeping it as close, as they did. They kept it really close. But, yeah, that shit was inevitable that the Lions were going to win. And then we had, oh my God, the Packers beating the Cowboys in that fashion. I forgot the score of that game, but like, that was really bad. Because I truthfully thought the Cowboys would at least get to the divisional and lose there. But they didn't. We them boys, huh? I don't know about that. I mean, I guess, I can't talk shit because the Cowboys beat the Bills twice in the Super Bowl. So I can't talk shit. But that was still pretty embarrassing. And then I think the biggest upset. No, actually, I'm not going to say the biggest. The biggest upset was the Cowboys and Packers, in my opinion. But like the Texans and Browns and the Bucs and the Eagles are runner-ups. I mean, the Bucs destroyed the Eagles. Which, I actually don't mind the Philadelphia Eagles, but I knew this one guy who was an Eagles fan. He was an arrogant, stuck-up son of a bitch, bro. Dude, the Eagles fans are crazy. But so are Bills fans, so what can I say? Anyways, let's get into the picks for the divisional round. So for the divisional round, I'm going to start with the NFC. In the NFC, we have the Lions, we have the Bucs at the Lions, and we have the Packers at the 49ers. Now, let's start with the Packers and the 49ers. Now, with the Packers and the 49ers, I think it's going to be tighter than people expect. People are expecting Green Bay to blow out San Fran, which I don't believe that, but I still think Green Bay will win. But I could be wrong. They say anything is possible on Sunday. But I think if I'm going to go with a final score, I'm going to go with Green Bay 31, San Fran 28. I think Green Bay wins with a field goal, and I would be so ecstatic if at least one of these picks for the divisional round is accurate or on point. So we're going to go with San Fran 28, Green Bay 31. Now with the Bucs at the Lions, that's a tough one because the way that Philly lost to the Bucs. I mean, the Bucs did a great job, but the Bucs even got, dude, my favorite thing in the NFL, and you guys are gonna laugh at me and think I'm a dork. I love safeties, like especially when I see a team like get backed up by either penalties or a punt to like the 1 or 2 yard line. I get so excited. I'm like, yo, it's a safety. It's gonna be a safety, and I actually got to witness a safety in the playoffs, which I think is fucking cool. And at one point, the score was 9-18, which is a really weird score. And the final score, I think, was 35-9. Yeah, dude. But anyways, I'm going to go with the Lions on this one. I have to go with the Lions. And the reason why I'm going with the Lions is because they are fired up. And not only are they fired up and have just are more put together than the Bucs, but the Lions have not gone to the Super Bowl, I think, ever. No, they haven't. I remember looking at a stat. Yeah, the Lions have never gone to the Super Bowl. Oh, my cigarette almost went out. I had to pull on that hard to get it going again. But I have to go with the Lions because not only have they never been to a Super Bowl, but they hadn't won a playoff game in over 30 years. I think the Lions are going to fight this one hard, but this might be another close one, but not as close as I want to say. I'm going to go with the Lions 27, Tampa Bay 21. All right, now I'm going to save the Bills and Chiefs for last because you know I have to save it for last. But let's go with the Texans and the Ravens. Now, y'all are going to piss on me for this one, especially y'all Ravens fans, if this even gets any views. But the Ravens are red hot, but so are the Texans. I didn't do a prediction. If you look on my channel, this is the first time I've ever done an NFL video like ranking or picks ever. But and I'll do a ranking as well for just the teams that won after this, and I'll upload both of them. But I think God, I hate saying this, but I want it because I'm a Bills fan. So I'm going to be a little biased here. I'm going to pick the Texans over the Ravens because not only are the Texans a poverty franchise, and I want them to win, at least till we get to them in the divisional round, which you already know who I picked for the Chiefs and Bills game in that case. But it won't be as blowout as you think I might pick it because I'm not that biased. But the Chiefs are a good team. But I think the Texans will win over the Ravens in a very, very close one. But I think this is going to be the pick of the week. I think this will be a very, very tight game, but a high-scoring affair. I'm going to go with the Texans, and this is going to sound ridiculous because it's the same score that Tampa Bay had. But I'm going to go with the Texans 35 and the Ravens 33. Because then that means if the Texans beat the Ravens, that means the Bills will be the number 1 seed if they win against Kansas City, and they will have a home playoff game in the conference championship, which would be insane. So yeah, I'm picking 35 Texans and Ravens 33. I think it's going to be a battle, but that's my most biased pick so far, and Green Bay too, But now we get to the Bills and the Chiefs. Now the Bills are banged up. Okay, the Bills. I mean, dude, like yesterday, the game was closer than I wanted it to be, and we got a lot of injuries, even more than we already had. I could honestly see the Chiefs winning this one at our home because think about it. If we're being real, last year we lost to the Bengals at home. We lost to the fucking Bengals in an embarrassing fashion. Now, it was snowing, and it might be snowing again, but we lost to the Bengals last year 27-10, which was embarrassing at home. So I think the Chiefs can pull off a win, but I'm going to go with my fucking balls here. I'm going to go Bills 21, Chiefs 20. I actually, before I didn't even like think of the picks for any of these teams until I started recording, except for this game. I picked the Chiefs 20 and the Bills 21. It's going to be a tight one. I know it is. But like Josh Allen, like that 50-yard, that was the longest rushing touchdown in Bills playoff history, and it was by the quarterback. I think it's possible that we pull off a win, but it's going to be a tight one, and I wouldn't be surprised or upset if the Chiefs won. I'm going to end this video at 10 minutes exactly, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. If I didn't pick your team in this, I'm sorry. I really am. I'm a nice guy, I'm like a Canadian, sorry, eh? But no, you can have my money in my leg if you want. That's from Family Guy, but yeah, no. Peace out, and yeah, thank you for watching.